My story. Today, I no longer live in the consciousness that I used to. One where I identified as a victim who is stuck, powerless, and purposeless. The process I share in this book led to the reconfiguration of my entire life, my physical health, even reconfiguring my appearance. As I reflect on my journey and the experiences I've had with trauma, despair, domestic violence, emotional pain, heartbreak, a limited mindset, toxic relationships, and the sticky places I've been in and out of, I send myself love, not judgment. I do so because at the time of those experiences, I didn't know about vibration. It was there all along, as it is in us all. But I wasn't at a place where I could yet recognize it within myself. I was living and experiencing life through a lower vibration and a limited mindset. And as with vibrations came the life experiences to match. When I was a young girl, I lived in the heart of South Central Los Angeles' war zone neighborhood. South Central, as we called it. In our community, gang life, liquor stores, hustlers, broken dreams, flashy street styles, and beautiful people with unrealized higher potential existed on every street corner and stared back at you in passing. On a vibrational level, much was low, from the food quality to the education quality to the lack of wellness and self-development resources. The culture of lack within inner cities such as where I grew up has a direct adverse effect on the cultural tone and overall quality of life for masses of people and their personal and shared experiences. South Central Los Angeles in the 1980s and 1990s was a new kind of struggle and negative vortex for pretty much everyone there. And so much was contributing to it. It was a time when crime was at an all-time high, a world where we were fed low vibrations masked as the norm, and where the culture was, as I came to realize, being underserved vibrationally. And as with most urban communities still, it was common for us youth growing up in that environment to create peer bonds through our pain. We were all seeking affirmation and validation of some kind from one another. I am grateful, through it all, that I had an advocate. I spent most of my childhood with my father, a man who was many things, an entrepreneur full of dreams, a transplant from New Mexico, and a practicing Buddhist here and there. My father's ability to keep a positive mindset and his pursuit of happiness while in the midst of such an environment as South Central had a deep foundational impact on me. No matter what went on in the war zone neighborhood surrounding us, my father always created good vibrations and a positive atmosphere in our home. He had a way of energetically turning our home into a sanctuary and a safe haven. My strongest memories about our home environment are of dancing in front of the television to Soul Train on beautiful Saturday afternoons, hearing lots of 70s and 80s soul records playing, laughing, the burning of incense, and feeling pure love. He knew how to turn up the vibes in this way and shift our atmosphere into something higher, lighter, and better for the soul. And sure enough, to this day, dancing around at home, music, laughter, incense, and love are some of the essential go-to medicines for my soul. Powerfully, they bring me back to myself every time. My father did the best he could with what we had to work with. Using his Buddhist mindset and his joy for life, he taught me the skills for navigating our surroundings and its potential traps. With a deep inner peace, a compassionate mindset, and a passion for progress, he instilled in me how to rise above our environment and the ability to see our situation and time there as temporary. Yet in spite of his most necessary, intentional, and urgent efforts to shelter me, including